Hi everyone, time for another TimeGuessr. It's going to be another head-to-head today. So Hrki 420 and I will both be interchanging and we'll see who wins.
Okie dokie. Oof, okay. These are always hard for me. Let's see what we can find here. Are we in Turkey? That feels Turkish to me. Yeah, Ankara. Okay, so we're in Turkey. We've got some saucy ads in the background. Good old-fashioned license plates. I don't think that's going to help us a ton. Really wish I was multilingual at times like this. Okay, is that Obama? Wow, work. Okay, we're in the contemporary period, at least. I think this is post-retirement Obama, maybe? Like post-presidency. Do we have a year on this masthead? Oh, that probably says it right there. But I can't read it. Paris Hilton. Oh, is that Paris? Oh, okay. That makes it feel a bit, well, it's like, what year is it, right? It could be like this year, though I don't think so. And it could, 2000, does that say 2008 or 2006? Let's go for 2008 if it's hot Obama. Okay, so it seems kind of strange for Paris, maybe. Sure. It's got to be around then. I was 18 in 2008. Makes sense, I guess. Graphic design kind of checks out. 2000s. Same with the fashion, little scarves and stuff. That makes sense, I guess. What's this guy's head say? Okay. So we just have to figure out where we are in Turkey. There it is. Remember where Turkey is. Big country, so I'm not really sure. Do we want to say we're somewhere? I mean, Turkey gets all 4 seasons really clearly. Like, there's snow here, but does that mean we're like maybe in this part of the country rather than like closer to here? Maybe we're on the black, yeah, because Sochi, they had the Winter Olympics in Sochi, so they're definitely getting snow here. But I also know that Sochi is like, it's beach. Sochi's job is beach as well as winter time. Okay, I'm gonna hedge, I guess. It could be here, maybe. Could be Ankara. Let's just go for Ankara, because it does feel like a pretty large city that we're in. Though we can't see much of it, but it's got like pretty chunky big city infrastructure, so let's go for it. Any other clues? I guess, why would we be taking a photo of this moment in time? I don't know. Are there any clues I'm leaving out? I really don't know. Okay. Ankara is as good a guess as any, I think. Let's whack it here, like an intersection. Right year, right city. Okay, we're good with that. During the financial crisis, lottery ticket sales. So 25 trillion you can win a bunch of money. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's go. Right, this looks like Turkey. I think we could probably even find a date on here. Somewhere in there, maybe. Not sure. Somewhere in Turkey that's cold. Yeah, I think that's TR. I mean, it's... yeah. Oh, wait, look. I think that says 2008. Does it? Yeah, let's do that. 2008. Somewhere Turkish. Whatever. It's off in Istanbul, isn't it? Let's try it. Oh, it was actually in Ankara. Interesting. A national lottery seller reading about the 2008 financial crisis in Ankara, Turkey. I guess maybe it gets a lot colder in Ankara. Did think snow in Istanbul seemed a little unlikely, but oh well.
Okie dokie. New Zealand? NZ? Are we New Zealand? Her Majesty's New Zealand sailors? Sure. Are we gonna get any clues? I really hate it when the it's like a short focal length or whatever you'd call that. Victoria Street in New Zealand. I bet there are a lot of Victoria Streets in New Zealand, but let's give it a go. As we know, there are only a few large cities in New Zealand anywhere, so I'm sure we'll find... I mean, there's an Elizabeth Street. Vivian Street, Arthur Street. We're on a large street with some at least mid-rises, if those aren't high-rises. Elizabeth Street, Queen Street. Hasn't jumped out right away. We do have this... are we looking for somewhere that might have, like, a naval base or something? Tamaki? That sounds kind of like some of these names. Maybe we're in Auckland. Why? It also feels like maybe we're in the 80s or 90s. 80s. I really wish I could read that. Victoria Street East. So if we find that, we'll know where we are, but that's really the best I've got right now. Queen Street, Victoria Street East. Okay. So I'm thinking we're here. Not a lot of help from Woolworths. Parking lot. I don't really know. How long is Victoria Street East? That's Victoria Street West. Okay, so it's not that long. Victoria Street East. So sure, let's just whack her in there. And then I said 80s, right? That feels right. Late 80s maybe. Socks. Though those almost look like Toms. But I think we're in the past rather than being extremely hip in the early 2000s. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go with that. 3 years off. I wasn't that far off. Perfect location. get into it.
Right, this is in New Zealand in, I think, the 70s. Victoria Street East. The reason I'm saying New Zealand is I think this is probably Her Majesty's New Zealand ship or something like that. Victoria Street East. I'll have a quick scan, as we know. Not very many cities in New Zealand, so should be maybe possible to find a street by that name. Victoria Street West. So it should be over here. Victoria Street East. Okay. Should we sort of go at this junction, maybe? I mean, I guess we could have a quick look at the satellite, couldn't we? Yeah, I reckon that could. Well, that actually doesn't look like the right building. Does that look like the right building? Sure. Maybe. Yeah, I reckon so. I think we're here. I think we're there. I think we're in the 1970s. Kind of late 70s. 78. Let's try that. Oh, wow. Really? Huh. These cars were looking very 70s to me, but maybe I missed some clues, or maybe my knowledge of cars isn't up to scratch.
Okay. Music festival? Maybe? Oh, did I see a headline about... I'll judge them based... Yeah. I saw a headline about somewhere where people were gathering on a hill to watch the Taylor Swift concert from like a vantage point where you'd be able to see it outside of the stadium, like for people that couldn't get tickets. So this is definitely this summer. She's been on a world tour. She's been going through Europe. She just canceled the Austrian dates because of the terrorist activity or the terrorist threat there. We got people in Taylor outfits. Okay. Confident about the year, but where are we? I don't think it was in the UK. It could have been Netherlands. Oh, I'm trying to think. It's all over, like, when you just kind of blindly scroll social media, you usually get some sort of viral video from the day. These people are all very white, but also it's a Taylor Swift concert. So we could be maybe in Denmark or Sweden, Norway. I can't get a lot from the view here. It just looks like temperate Europe. Fjällräven backpack. I don't see anyone wearing like that label feels kind of German or maybe Danish to me. See if anyone else has like something essentials. I bet someone recognizes this like reusable shopping bag, but I don't. These like dots. And then where would have a hill quite steep, like very steep range of hills around, like in the city, but in a park overlooking the city. So it's not going to be Netherlands because there are no hills there. So we can kind of rule that out. It's hard because this type of elevation. So we're looking for middle elevation next to a stadium. She's mostly, I mean, she'd have to play a venue like big enough. So it's like the largest venue in any of these cities. This is Stockholm. Are you hilly enough to be considered? Who knows? I'm really stumped because this was maybe last weekend or something like that, and she was heading to Austria this weekend. These people don't look very Italian, so I'm guessing they're either German or like more Nordic. Could she be in Lithuania? No, I don't really know, guys. I'm gonna hedge and say Hamburg, but is that... But Hamburg's this little... Yeah, a little like watery dip, so I don't know that it's gonna have a hill next to a large stadium. Ugh. This is killing me. It's when you know just enough about about pop music of this ilk that it's very frustrating, but I don't know. I'm not Swifty enough to know what on earth is going on here from a location perspective. So how flat is... I'm just going off of like what I know, what little I know. That's also the map loads so slowly. Going off of what little I know about the specific geography of these cities. Oslo, do you have a peak stuck anywhere? I can't tell. Honestly, y'all, I have no idea. So I'm gonna say Gothenburg. I'm just gonna do that. Munich. It was Munich, so it was really far off. Fuck. It was in Germany. I should have gone with that logic of it being close to Austria. Shit. Okay, that hurt. Year was spot on though, so... But everyone would have got that. Oh.
Right, where's this? Can we see the view? Taylor Swift Eras Tour 2024. So it's this year. It'll be... Is it going to be like people at a Taylor Swift situation? What's that bag? Can't really read it. I mean, Taylor Swift is touring the entire planet, so not necessarily obvious where this is unless we can find some decent clues. Where could this be? Really, really busy hillside. I mean, I guess there's a small chance it could be like Hampstead Heath in London. What does that say? I don't recognise that as something that you would buy in the UK. What does that bag say? I'm wondering whether this might be somewhere in Germany. Like, that bottle kind of looks like it says something German on it, but I don't really know what it says, so that might be a... like words ending in ER. I guess that could also be English, couldn't it? That could easily say essential. So maybe it is England. How confusing. I think that's a building, so I don't think this is Hampstead Heath. And if it was, you'd probably see a bit more. Oh, I really don't know. I'm torn with what to do with this. Like, if I recognised that bottle as something you could buy in England, I'd probably put this in England, but I really don't. Eau de vie, that says. Really quite thrown by this one. No idea at all. I don't think I'm missing any clues here. I think I've soaked up pretty much everything I can get from this. I think I just have to make an informed guess. Let's just put it in Hampstead Heath. I don't know why there would be so many people gathering there specifically. It's actually definitely not that, isn't it? I'm not even sure if there's anywhere on Hampstead Heath where this could be if it's not Parliament Hill. Could it be Primrose Hill? Maybe. Whatever, let's put it there. I don't think it's correct. I think we're going to be somewhere in a completely different country. Yeah, it was Germany. Outside the Munich Olympic Stadium. Alright, well, the right year. Once again, bad location.
Round 4. What are we doing here? Signal Corps, U.S. Army Signal Corps. I think we're liberating somewhere lovely in Europe, like France. She's waving probably some kind of stripy American or British flag. I think we're liberating France from those pesky, pesky Nazis. Yeah, patisserie, Gothic church. Got a lot of flags here. I think that's an American flag. Got some glare on my screen, so I can't really see very well. What is that flag? Or am I just, is it, oh, it's something in the front. Okay. Right then. End of the war. Where in France and when in France? 5:45. I mean, is it gonna be somewhere very close to Germany? Really no idea. I wonder if there are any clues that would actually inform that. I don't see anyone in, I don't know. I love Leon t-shirts. Okay, it's gonna be a guess. I'm gonna say somewhere on the kind of close to this side of things. So let's say Strasbourg. Let's see if there's a, yeah, there is a cathedral here, so it's not completely unlikely that would be in view of it. kind of looking at the side of it. So maybe we're like here. Belgium. We were very close thinking along the border here, but not in the right place. And we're only 1 year off. Okay.
Right. 4th round. What does this say? Signal Corps, US Army. That's a European church of some sort. Should we put this in 1945? Sort of end of the war, liberation. Does that say Patisserie? Maybe it's the liberation of Paris again. People look pretty happy. Actually, I think that's the Notre Dame. Yeah, no, we're looking at it from up here somewhere, I think. Maybe somewhere like here. Let's try that. It was 44 and it wasn't Paris at all. Residents of Tournai flocking the streets to greet the vanguard of American troops during the liberation of Belgium. Alright, wrong church, wrong city, wrong year.
Final round. Let's see. Another old-timey photo. Who is this? I mean, hide your daughters and your wives. Okay. Alla Lettoria. This man is selling delicious Italian foods and he's a traffic cop. Leave it to Italy. Okay. Old-timey car. Looks like Italy. I don't know what that means. Santa Marta. Rashi. I don't know. I bet. There's a little cross there. No, but it's not going to be... Well, could it be Swiss? Could it be Italian Switzerland? There's really not a lot to go off of here. Tough one. Nothing written on the sides? Alright. I mean, I'm gonna guess we're in Milan. People are dressed quite nicely, but it's very early. We got tricked by a similar car in a previous daily game, so I'm gonna guess maybe this is later than it kind of appears here. I mean, we're not like right here in Milan, but maybe we're out somewhere over here. And I'm gonna say maybe it's the 30s? 35? It was Italy. But it was... We were in Rome. Maybe someone else recognized this as Rome, but I certainly didn't. Only 3 years off, not too bad, not too bad. Right country. So, work?
Oh no, we've got another one of these old cars that I always put in the wrong year. Okay, let's actually put this in the 30s, because I always say 20s and I'm always wrong. So let's say that that's a 1930s vehicle. I mean, that might even be a bit later. Let's say it's in sort of 1936. What have we got here? In Gone. What's this? Alla Littoria. That sounds Italian to me. And this guy looks pretty Italian, to be honest. What city could this be? Maybe just Rome? Maybe it's just Rome. I mean, Rome's conveniently located in the middle of Italy, so I might go a bit earlier. Sort of 1933, somewhere in Rome. Let's try that. Oh, damn, I moved away from the right year. I wasn't too far off on the location. Traffic wasn't surrounded by gifts given by locals in a tradition called a Vigili Urbani during Epiphany, 1938. Alright, well, pretty average day. 42,000. Let's see how we're looking on the leaderboard.
Ha-ha! I got you.
Ooh, wow, okay, yeah. So far, everybody apart from me, over 45,000. Very close there between Relander and the Fridge. Hrki 420, very close behind. And then me, dumb old me, doing pretty badly today. Yeah, one particularly bad year and quite a lot of pretty terrible locations. I'm annoyed about that Germany one. I sort of knew it was, or said I thought it might be Germany. But I put it in London anyway. Oh well. Alright, well, them's the breaks. Thanks for watching,
and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe.